It's been said that the All Blacks are ruthless, the meanest, toughest, most unsmiling rugby players ever to tread this earth. Well, mateys, it's only part of the story. Are you dudes going to take up the pants now? Yes. The Canterbury ones, a 38 in that. 38. And these ones too, please.
38 in that.
Yeah.
You're growing, aren't you?
Well, I guess you should start at the very beginning. Today, we'll get our new outfits, including some high-tech long johns for the Irish and Welsh winters.
That feels all right. You don't need anyone else. I can't really tell which is skin or thermo or cherry.
And as you can see from Craig Ennis's collection, there's certainly no shortage of sponsors' product. But I'll show you my new boots. So they've got a different sprig formation. It's called an FX system. And what happens is, because I use so much on the outside here, because I like to step, so what happens is when I step, I'm using the outside a lot. So I've got more sprig space there, so I don't slip. Not too many slip-ups in the photo session until I try and mingle it with those ugly forwards. Hang on, I'm up the back. Steady out there. I am. All forwards up the back, man. No way you can I'm taller than you anyway. Get up there. Get up there, JK. Isn't it amazing what you can find in the yellow pages, including a little extra height? Where do you want me? Yeah.
Still serious. This time. Good. Okay, get a little bit happy this time. There we go.
Once we arrived in Heathrow, whew, the pressure was on straight away, especially for Buck, the old worn-out question of professionalism.
I've got no comment on that, sir. No comment on that.
Worst job on travel day? Duty boy. And guess who's trying to sort out this mess? All the cases over here. All the suitcases.
Oh, you want to interview us?
I'll interview you.
Okay. Looking around. Okay.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Twiggy.
How are you? How do you feel?
Oh, a bit jaded.
Yes. Yeah, a bit of a long flight. We've seemed to make it, right?
So, how do you feel?
Well, so we're a bit tired after the flight, but...
As I said a minute ago, yeah, a bit tired, a bit jaded.
So I suppose after the flight you're probably a little bit tired, a bit jaded?
Tired?
No, jaded, but...
jaded, but not tired.
But not tired at all, no. We're feeling quite...
Tired and jaded. They're pretty good words to describe us after this training session, where Grizz really puts us through our paces, the day after celebrating Foxy's new baby. But we needed a blowout, with the Welsh Tour opener against Cardiff not too far away. Take a look at this. Wurzel and Ronnie learning how to waltz at scrumming practice. Caused a bit of a stir back home, actually. Not really much to write home about, is it? I think they dance quite well. My Achilles is starting to feel a little bit tender. Still, I guess nothing really to worry about. The Cardiff match is Ridgie's first run for the All Blacks. And the Arms Park, well, not a bad piece of real estate for an international debut. Great, eh? I've played here twice.
I'm a bit worried about the haka, mate.
Why?
Because I haven't done it before, eh?
It's really easy.
Trying to practice, man. I want to get my timing right, eh? So I reckon you've got to look real dangerous in the haka.
It's pretty important, though.
Yeah.
Do you ever think you'd get here, mate?
No. Watched it on TV, though, eh? And I thought, well, geez, I'd like to go there, but didn't think I'd play here.
Ian Jones shows just...
Basham, the one to Kerwin. Oh, John Schuster was on a run that would have taken him in for the try. They might get one anyway, the way Alan Wetton's driving on, and they have.
Brave fight by the Cardiff 15. 21 points to 15, the All Blacks lead. Now Basham. Can we see a good back movement here? Here's Innes. Pops it up for Ridge. The All Blacks have put it together. Brewer. Oh, that's a lovely try.
Getting to that first one and having a win behind us, 25-15, I think it was a good score for us.
Enjoy it? Yeah, I loved it, eh? Pretty noisy. Good to get away for a win, eh? I was a bit worried there in the first half.
Yeah,
sure what you were.
It's pretty tough, eh? We did a bit of running, though.
Yeah, I just, I was knackered, eh? Like, I didn't touch the ball, I was just running at the field, running back, and I just felt lost, eh? And then the second half, she came right. It was good.
You hard man, you.
After the match, while the boys are taking it easy, a couple of burglars are taking what they can from our rooms.
What's that? Shit, gee!
This, of course, is not the real burglary incident. It's a special reenactment for Spielberg Productions, the All Black film unit with 1 camera and 30 directors.
That'll do.
The burglar busters, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, explain what happened and then go through it.
Come in. Oh, I don't know what happened, so...
Oh, man, I've got an awesome job being a light man.
Hang on, you can't stand in front of the camera.
Where's the damn light supposed to be, man?
Just
Get up higher. Get up on a chair up here.
Okay, ready? Okay.
That's it. What's that?
Yes, don't be silly. Here we are, Spielberg Productions. We're just going to reenact the burglary that took place after the Cardiff game. I'll just quickly go through what happened. Matthew Ridge and myself were leaving the team room just over here. Walked down the corridors, round to the room, found 2 burglars by my door, chased them all the way around the hallway. There's one of the burglars here, Frano Bodika. Oh, I mean... Cut. And Craig Innes over here will be another burglar. Got Craig there. Okay, they're going to be the 2. Look at the bloody thug.
You've got to get me and Posty fiddling with the door, okay? And then the scene cuts, and you come back down here, and these guys are walking down. Okay, you get to the corner, you're behind them. As they turn the corner, you're behind them. You see them, and you see us.
Hold on, get him a makeup on.
Take action.
Such a loser.
Good job.
And we'd just like to thank Frano Bodika and Craig Innes for being good crooks for us, and Inga, who played JK's part pretty well, and of course the cameraman and the lighting men and the TV guys. I'd like to thank Mum for having me.
Yeah.
Dad for being there as well.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Zinny. I think we should thank Zinny.
What for?
Oh, you know, Zinny being a great guy and all that.
Okay, thanks, Zinny.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Where do we go?
Straight down there. If you're a long hitter, go straight over the trees. If not, go straight down here. It's a dog leg.
I'll go through the trees,
Dog leg
mate.
to the right or left?
No, just straight over.
Dog leg to the right.
Zinny.
To the left.
Zinny.
Does it down here, just in behind the trees?
That's, yeah,
You can see
that's deceiving. That is about 100 yards
Past the trees, yeah, I can see that.
Dog leg.
Dog leg where? To go down to the right across?
Shh.
Over the tree, you're right, Nick. Go for the tree.
Warren Gatlin, well, he had a better start.
And what handicap are you playing off at the moment?
0.
Playing off the scratch?
Off scratch, mate.
Right. And hit a ball all right?
No, not really.
No?
6-inch placement. It's about 6 inches.
Yep.
When Zinny plays golf, he really feels at one with nature, mainly because he spends so much time in the rough.
Oh, shit!
I heard that after your rugby career, you're going to take up professional golf. Is that true?
No.
No, it isn't. So there's just a lot of rumours going around.
Yeah, quite a few rumours. I thought about it for a while, but with the way that I've been playing in the form that I'm in, I don't think. I think I'll just stick to rugby.
Good support from Zinzanbrook. 15 metres out from the line, the All Blacks. McDowland at halfback, as he so often is, Bodika. Out to Little. Stanley, Gallagher. Oh, that's a good try to the All Blacks.
The game starts really well for the ABs at Pontypool. Inga's in great form, and it looks like the jet lag's behind us and things start happening.
Wide to Stanley now. Kerwin looking good. John Kerwin. Oh, and there's try number 3. And a brilliant counter-attacking try begun way back.
Touring's over for JK. As you can see, when Joe passes the ball, I thought I'd been shot from behind. Have a look at the slow-mo. You see, I miss a stride, hop on my left leg twice, and end of story.
Nobody wants to see it end this way.
The boys are looking forward to a few quiets after beating Pontypool 47-6. But for me, it's a different venue and a real different story at the Royal Gwent Hospital.
Doctor seems pretty hopeful. He said, might as well get in and get it operated on. So, got to do it.
How does the leg feel?
No, it's not good. It's strange because I've snapped it here and I can't move it properly. So I can't stand on it. So what they're going to do is put it back together in half an hour. So.
You remember what happened?
Sort of. Joe went through a gap and he took the ball off someone. He went through the gap and I was too far away. I propped to go and get the ball on a shorter pass. And it just snapped like that. You know, I heard it. I thought it'd been ankle tap from behind. I sort of looked around and there's no one there. All right, guys. Pretty racy trolley, eh? Oh, pretty tired.
Using the bat phone, Stoogie, the manager, and Denzel. Looks actually like the tunnel at Cardiff, is it? Just about to run out onto the field. You dressed to kill on that green stuff, isn't it?
Right.
Actually, I owe a lot to the doc and the green stuff. He's the Welsh surgeon who put my Achilles back together. And with this new plaster, I'm on my way back to the All Blacks.
That's it.
I missed the Swansea match. Had to watch it on TV back at the hotel. But yep, good old Spielberg Productions were there. Posty on the right wing for the first time on tour gets away to a great start. Unfortunately for AJ Wetton, things don't start so well.
He's a good runner, is Anthony Clement. Oh, and somebody's gone down. Alan Wetton, a hamstring, I think. He's grasping at the back of his leg. You see down bottom left. Alan Wetton. David Abercrombie is very fast across, and that looks ominous. And Alan Wetton, a sad sight for New Zealand. He's had that bandage on his leg. In fact, he had another one on for years and years. But Alan Wetton leaving the field.
Unfortunately, Alan Wetton becomes the new assistant tour director for JK's Tiki Tours.
Okay, good one. Pull. Just quietly, just quietly. And let it go. Just let it drop.
There we go.
Just one more, all right? Pull up. A pain scale of 0 to 10, then just at the moment keep it around 3 or 4 on that pain scale. Don't go any higher, and then over the next few days you can build it up as you feel necessary.
When's you going to let them go?
So that's why you've got to do, you know, your 2 stretches. You've got to do your stretch with your bent knee, and you've still got to do your stretch with the straight leg.
One of the busiest rooms on tour is Abo's. You can go there for treatment, entertainment, or just a few laughs.
The back's real powerful.
Yeah. Come down through the inside.
So you took him up. Good driving by the one at the front.
Boy, the back is still clean. Boy, the back is still clean up.
Look at him.
He's not.
Oh, no, I think you missed.
Jesus. Guy in the yellow got it, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Which of the big overalls? This one. Six overalls? 140 yards. Well mate. Pair of 10s, please.
Singlet. Big caveman today. Going down the mine. Find a bit of coal, maybe a little bit of gold. Texas tea.
Texas tea.
Have you got your canary? Murray? Hey? Did you bring the canary?
Hey? You can't go to Wales without going down a coal mine.
Bang, and there's no oxygen there. Or there's a lot of smoke there. You just whip that on. Clap it over the nose.
This thing here?
Yeah, it's only a purifier. It'll only help you if there's a certain amount of oxygen in the air. Very uncomfortable, but it will get you out.
And it helps if your manager's a West Coast miner.
See you later. After my day's work, yep.
Yeah.
Neath is right in the middle of Welsh rugby territory, and the next game promises to be our toughest yet. Welsh champions last year, Neath really fancy their chances, and so do their supporters.
Neath will win, aren't they? It's obvious, isn't it?
Neath to win, yes. You must be joking. No, I'm not joking. No, Neath to win.
Even the Neath coach, Ron Waldron, is caught up with the atmosphere. The two different approaches to rugby are pretty well summed up by these pictures. On the All Black faces, it's a study in quiet determination. While the Welsh, well, they prefer a slightly more worked up approach. The All Blacks approach certainly gives us the better start. But then things take a sad turn. The tour ending for All Black number 7, Paul Henderson.
The ball went back to Walter. I just took off round behind him, tried to secure the ball, and look, I'm sure someone coming from the side and just smacked me in the knee, and I knew straight away that it was fairly serious. Everyone fell down on top of me, and when I got up, it felt like there was a tennis ball growing inside the inside of my knee. So I just struggled to the line out and then tried to run again, and I knew I was finished then.
Second half begins here at the Knoll. New Zealand leading 13-3. Frano Bodega kicks out. All Blacks playing into the wind. This is Mark Jones. Good run by him. They finally got him down. Bridges, Williams, Thorburn up. Bateman through. Edmonds. Oh, a glorious try by Alan Edmonds.
They might even try and push over. They seem to have the better of the scrums. Brook controlling it, still controlling it, and Zinzan Brook goes through and gets the try, which makes the game safe for the All Blacks. Zinzan Brook, with his 13th try in 13 games, holds the ball aloft.
So another All Black victory, 26-15. But things turned pretty ugly after the match, with the crowd taking out their frustrations on the ref. I mean, no one likes to lose, but someone has to.
We didn't want to lose a game. We didn't want to lose a game anywhere, especially in Wales. But leading into Glenty this Saturday and then the test the following Saturday, it's important for our build-up. You know, some of the injuries aren't too pleasing. That's the game, I suppose.
Well, here we are at the Knoll, the home of Neath Rugby, and just the game's only been finished about half an hour now, and titanic struggle it was. As you can see, a lot of people are still hanging around. I think they're after the referee's blood, actually. I don't know why. I thought he did quite a good job, but that's how it goes.
The thing was, I was actually chatting to a few of the Neath boys afterwards. Well, you would as well. And they're not bad guys.
Nice guys.
You know, they're good guys, and Neath players themselves.
But yesterday, did you see that winger?
Oh. Yeah.
That made me laugh.
You know, this guy was absolutely mad.
Yeah, he was a nutter.
He was an absolute nutter.
My replacement, John Timu, has arrived and is undergoing a crash course in the All Black moves.
And the water's starting to go. Yeah, well, you got to go with it. Yeah. Okay.
We're just moving bungalows now, guys. I've got my private little servant here, Rich.
Yes?
Rich is the top man. My roommate doesn't help much.
Oh, he's a good tosser, though, isn't he?
He is
He's a bit of a tosser, though.
But not helping.
Right. Is that all?
We like a nomadic drive, just...
Yeah. Eat plenty of anchor butter, that's the main thing. Or New Zealand lamb.
We're shifting house, let's go, guys. Come on, Besh. Come on, young fella. Let's go. Bye, guys.
We know the game against the Scarlets will be a tough one. They beat the All Blacks in '72, as the locals keep telling us, and one Grizz Wiley was in that '72 All Black side, and the boys know that he'll want to win.
And that's a painting by a local gentleman there who presented it to the club.
Were you proud?
Yeah.
Were you proud?
I was very proud. I was very proud that day, and all the people, they all, they were all delighted that they'd beaten the All Blacks.
The boys don't look too happy with the local weather. In fact, the locals don't look too happy either. Llanelli has turned into a wind tunnel with hurricane-force gusts. Some people want to call this game off, but those West Coast miners, they're tough. Let's get on with it.
So there's the first view of the New Zealand team coming onto this storm-tossed Stratty Park, where there are winds up to 100 miles an hour. So the game actually begins here with a kick out from Stevens, and look at that, curling back. Did it clear the 22-metre line? Referee McCartney says it didn't, and that's the kind of problems there are going to be in this match today.
Foxy gets a shot at first points, and it may be close. No kicks easy in this wind. Ahead only 7-0 at half-time and turning into that hurricane, the Scarlet supporters thought the All Blacks were vulnerable until our forwards took control.
Shelford going right to Deans. Oh, just short. And the try scored, and I think Shelford might have done it. Let's look. And it's Andy Earl. Andy Earl gets the try. And it's 11-0.
And that's how it finishes 11-0. And while we're pleased, the home crowd isn't so happy, once again taking their anger out on the poor old referee.
When the conditions were quite the worst I've ever been involved in, moving the ball was impossible. And the forwards were doing the right thing up front, so it was a matter of just, playing it tight, grinding away. I mean, we just had to work our way down there. Inevitably, one kick had put us back. We just had to keep grinding, and it was using up time, so, it worked in the end.
You're quite happy, though, with the way it went? 11 points, I reckon's a good one under the conditions.
I mean, the guys are wrapped. I mean, given the conditions, I thought it was marvellous. The commitment, the togetherness was quite incredible.
To be honest, we weren't that unhappy to be on the bus going back to Cardiff. Some over-enthusiastic home fans let their emotions overflow in the bar at Stratty Park Hotel, and I can tell you, we weren't in the wrong. Anyway, enough said. As the young guys check out the Cardiff shops, Kevin Schuler, alias Herb, well, he's joining the side to replace my roomie Paul Henderson, who unfortunately, well, he's about to return home.
Within a week I'll be able to walk on it without these things and stuff like that. But 3 to 4 weeks, everything's like the ligaments are healed, but the big thing is the loss of muscle, the quad, and I have to build that up because that supports the knee as well. Mm. But hopefully, I will be running before Christmas.
Lucky hua.
Yeah.
The tour, was it, did you sort of, I suppose it's a bit hard because a bit like me, you're just starting to get into the role of things. I mean, It was my third game and I was starting to get into it and starting to feel good and, you know, starting to relax a wee bit more. Same for you, first tour, first time as an All Black must be...
Yeah, when I went back to the hotel afterwards, I sort of had time to sit back and reflect. And, you know, like everyone, you sacrifice so much to get into these teams. And it was really hard. That's when it really hit me that you know, things are bad. You give so much to get into the team. I had, that was the third game, really starting to warm into it, you know, and enjoy the tour. And you blow out. And after that, there's sort of nothing there. You've just got to go home. Yeah. Well, it's been a great trip, you know, and I'd rather have 3 games for the All Blacks than none for the All Blacks.
That's dead right, yeah.
Just in behind there.
When we arrive in Newport, the opposition players look a little bit curious and a little bit worried. I think they've got good reason to be, as the All Blacks need a big one before the test.
Shelford's taking the New Zealand team right down in front of the Newport players who've gone right... Shelford's taking the New Zealand team right down in front of the Newport players who've gone right down to the goal line. This is another break with tradition. Look at this. This is a real challenge. Right under the goalpost, this haka.
John Timu shows some skills in his field.
Out to Schuler again, to Terry Wright, setting it up for his winger, his opposite, Schuster. Now Fox, Graham Bashop, and Bashop's going to go in the corner for a glorious try. Bashop taking Bashop, who's enjoying. Fox, Timu. Nice burst and a lovely fend. And John Timu in his first game for New Zealand gets his first try. Where does Shelford? Schuster through. Oh, lovely switch to Brook. Lovely sidestep by Brook. And Schuler, the debutant, is also going to get a try in his first outing.
Johnny, yesterday's game, back to your best form. I suppose the league scouts are out watching again, and a couple of short balls there put players in the gap, and a couple of good tries set up.
Well, yes, Bruiser. I'd be very, very surprised if I don't get a real big offer within the next week, because I was dangerous in those short balls.
As you can see, right in the heart of the Valleys to prepare for this test match, and there are a couple of new names in the test lineup. Posty gets a right wing position after performing well there. And Bash, he's got the halfback spot and heaps of media attention.
Obviously you played early on in the season for Canterbury, but then when Bruce came back from the States, you haven't played that much first-class rugby.
I've sat most of the season on the bench, and it's been pretty frustrating. I've got a few games.
You know, obviously you played on the Arms Park before, but there'll be a very substantial crowd on Saturday. The ground is steeped in tradition. You know, what are your feelings about, you know, your first test on the Arms Park?
Well, I suppose you couldn't really ask for much more, could you? You know, if it wasn't going to be at Eden Park, well, I suppose Cardiff Arms is the place to play it. Right. So, yeah, I'm absolutely rapt about it.
Right.
The eve of a test match is, of course, a very serious affair. There's not really much time for horsing around.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, if your name's Zinzan Brook, the biggest cowboy with the smallest horse in town.
Don't hurt it.
Let it go, Richard.
It's a stocky little thing, isn't it?
Let it go now. Give it a whack on the bum. Give it a whack.
Just stay there, Zip.
Hey, hey.
Of course, the hard work is still getting done. In the team room on the night before the test, Dirty Harry's helping the motivation as the hour of the match draws closer.
You got this going to be something else.
Get a feeling for the crowd and for the ground, to sort of give you that feeling that you're in a test match. It's always nice to get out there and walk around.
Feel good.
No wind down here.
No, but there's a buzz here, isn't there?
And isn't it great to see my mate Posty? Well, he started so brilliantly.
Now Bishop feeds it up to Craig Innes. The All Blacks will get in behind him and drive him over. He does! Craig Innes, 2 minutes into his test career, has scored the first try.
It was like a wave, just picks you up and drives you over the line, and that's what, the guys got behind me and took me over, so I was wrapped.
Now Grant Fox.
Although the Welsh were playing a lot better than they had done down in New Zealand, we should have had another try when Richard Lowe crosses the line. Oh, the ref doesn't see it, and Richard's not amused.
We're driving over the line. We've got to go past the line and leave the last guy at the back of the ball. As soon as we cross, we're going down. Too many hands. Put the ball to the back and go all the way across, and collapse it. Okay?
Come on now, get up. Kick back, 6 points.
Our kick short left. There, kick. Right, our kick, our kick.
Come on, just a bit of confidence, eh? Bit of one. 40 more minutes. 40 more minutes to make the tour. Have you got it in here?
This is the first scrum of the second half as the All Blacks lead by 12-6. Graham Bashop away to his captain. John Schuster on a good run. New Zealand need to be much more positive. Bashop has made a little fumble there, but I don't think it was a knock forward. Phil Pugh and they're working hard. Now Bashop. Away to Brewer. There's space here. Brewer finding Earl on the inside. Numbers for New Zealand. And Shelford himself. Just 10 metres to go. Bashop. Oh, a strong challenge and Bashop just went down near the corner flag. So the pressure is... Bashop this time. Wide to Stanley. Gallagher through. Bashop. And Bashop on his debut scores a try. Bashop. Fox. Schuster. Gallagher in. Ennis. And the New Caps get their third try. Second for Craig Ennis.
Back to Schuster into the wide open spaces. Now there's nobody home here. Here come Gallagher and Ennis. Emir goes back. He's done well to hold it up. All Black getting there quickly though. Gallagher goes in, does well, feeds up to his Wellington teammate Murray Pearce. Pops it back to Andy Earl, 22-metre line in Welsh territory. Now Bashop. Up to Fox. Here's Joe Stanley. McDowell. Good tackle in centre field, but he released it well. Now Brewer. Up to Fox. Here's Terry Wright on the left wing side, and Wright's through. Terry Wright gets the try. What a magnificent build-up from the All Blacks. Some delighted All Blacks as they leave the field.
Well, Graham, obviously a very proud moment for you. Congratulations, first of all, on your Test debut. How did it feel out there? What was the atmosphere like?
Oh, I was a wee bit nervous at the start, but after a wee while, the team started getting into it and
settled down pretty quickly.
Settled down just before half time, and I felt a lot confident in the second half.
Yeah, you looked very sharp out there. Actually, you got around the track well and made a lot of good tackles. You enjoyed it.
Played well, didn't I? Played very well.
This is Minder, by the way, Sean Fitzpatrick, looking after Bash for the rest of the
balls and putting in the scrum was excellent, Bash. Well done, mate.
How'd you enjoy it out there, Bash?
Yeah, it was a great thrill for me, you know, my first test, and especially to stop down, you know. It was a great thrill.
Obviously, to score a try, excellent try too.
Well, after Posty scored his first one, I thought, gee, I better get one here.
I seen you poaching in there, Posty was looking for another one, but you just managed to get there ahead of him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Excellent, well done. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Benny.
Anyway, and I thought Steve McDowell had a great game too, and Richard Lowe, all played well. Bash, a little beauty, isn't he?
Excellent all-round game. It wasn't just the two tries that would have been good for you. I mean, you chased balls well all day and made a lot of good tackles out there, chased hard. You'll be happy all round?
Yeah, I thought things went fairly well. Nothing I can really complain about or feel pretty bad about. Things seem to go well for me and the whole team.
I imagine you'll be out having a couple of quiet beers tonight?
Oh yeah, I think we better have a couple of quiet ones, Benny.
I think I might have a couple with you.
That's it. The Welsh part of the tour is over. Roll on Ireland.
Yes. Denzel, man. Aye. We're going to catch up with you?
Yeah.
In London, is it?
Week Friday.
Week Friday,
yeah, 3 days and then in London.
Okay. Thanks for everything, mate.
Joe, man. Now behave yourself.
Yeah, it's a bit windy today. It's a lovely place and it's good to be home.
Everyone kept telling us that Ireland would be really enjoyable. You can even have fun just talking to guys like ex-international Mickey Quinn. Everyone kept telling us that Ireland would be really enjoyable. You can even have fun just talking to guys like ex-international Mickey Quinn.
I think the guys will enjoy themselves a lot more here. I mean, we found that when we went to New Zealand in '76, that we had a hell of a good time. We were liked down there because everybody was saying, God, you're not like the Welsh guys at all, you know. And we'd never claimed to be like the Welsh guys, you know. But we had a great time, and I think they'll have a great time here. All the New Zealand sides before always said Ireland was the best place to go to. I think it's more laid back here. We're easygoing. Everybody's laid back here except the New Zealanders, I think. I'm surprised that every coach in Ireland isn't here to see this, because they do everything at 90 miles an hour. Everything is intense, but there's nobody here to see it, except myself. Of course, I'll pass on the word to the lads. You're in trouble.
Controlled by Brook, and through he goes, and Zinzan Brook scores the first try of the game after just 3 minutes play. Bodica. Tuingamala hands one man off, not running with any real freedom. Here's Gatland again, he's had a great game. Now Schuler, into the clear goes McDowell. Purvis, the front row have all been there again. 10 metres out from the 22. Huge line-up here, the All Blacks have to score if they can get it through. But they don't. So Leinster survive again as Deans takes it out. Here goes Brook. Zinzan Brook. Back to Timu, and John Timu finally gets the try after an amazing build-up.
Old Ping AJ's not Samoan fashion. It's pretty cold up in that stand, just as well the boys are winning 36-9.
Yeah, the weather was pretty bad, real cold. I was glad they invented these thermal underwear. They keep you pretty warm. But, yeah, as your hands in it, they were frozen in your toes, so you couldn't really run or kick the ball.
I think the Irish are a bit more raw-boned in that. You know, they tend to get into it and lay their bodies on the line, and I think it's going to be pretty tough from here on in, but we'll do our best, give it a crack.
Well, here on the left is the beginning of the national stud. The main entrance is just...
There's also a million castles to visit in Ireland, including the old Blarney homestead.
What the hell's that been? Fireplace. It is.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's going to go a bloody long way.
Underneath it or something?
That's a long way down.
Oh, again, I heard twice the luck.
It's bad luck to kiss it twice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
no! Kiss it twice and you've got bad luck for the next 7 years.
While we're here, we might as well give the local ghosts a bit of a shake-up. The haka doesn't seem to scare the men from Munster too much. In fact, nothing seems to intimidate them. The league scouts will be impressed with that.
Untidy stuff. Bradley taking a lot of time to get it back. And it's a try for Murray Pearce. And look at this for a celebration. He's had to wait 5 long years to score a try. What a great moment.
Even the boys in the stand are impressed. And the final blow? Yep, left to bash. 31-9, and another tough mission completed successfully. For the reserves, their job is to keep strangers out of the dressing room and try and look mean. Nice to see the props looking happy.
Put on Zenny's tracksuit. You put on Zenny's tracksuit.
I don't think Buck's talking about the game. Maybe TJ and Kipper are, though.
Score.
8-6.
8-7, 9-7.
Up, Ronnie.
Ah! Happiness is scoring a try.
We stopped in Limerick for a bite to eat, and Kipper had time to catch up with his family, including his grandmother, who still lives there. While we're singing, Zinny's outside playing with the locals. And he teaches them one lesson: never trust a man in a black hat.
I bet you I do. Come on, Johnny! 10 points. Yeah, you hold the money. Okay.
Get up!
He's got it, he's got it. Shot! Shot!
There's been a load of compromise on the road to my horizon.
I thought we were bad. The boys are looking serious in the last match before the test against Connacht at the Galway Greyhound track.
Who got the try? Number 12, in the backs. Jeez, look at this boy. How old are you? 11.
Jeez, you look like Joe Stanley, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey?
Good on you. Good day, mate. Join the rugby?
Yeah,
Hey? You know who this guy is?
Stay there. What position is he?
Nick Felder.
What position is he?
He's a famous golfer.
Can't you see?
I reckon that's a good way to start any sort of game. Although Andy Earle doesn't show too much emotion as he walks away. Mind you, that's a lot of emotion for Andy Earle. There's one thing the Irish do really well, and that's drink Guinness. But they're not too bad at tackling either.
All Blacks running onto this one a little better as they get to the 10-metre line. Here's Gatland. Flicks it out to McCahill. Good hands here, Timu. And Ridge is going for the corner. And good try for the All Blacks, Matthew Ridge. And Matthew Ridge has his first try for the All Blacks.
Who's going to come in? If Mannion decides to leave the field. Meantime, Timu running strongly. One more pass. And Bottika's going to get 3 tries. Oh, and what a splendid dive it was in.
Oh, it was very soft. It was actually, I'm not sure whether you're aware that it was a greyhound track. So there's a lot of dog shit all around the place. You had to watch where you went. And in fact, the first goal kick I took, I had to wipe a big bit of dog, you know what, off. Distracted me a little bit, and obviously showed during the game.
Other than hotel rooms and football grounds, the bus is where we spend most of our time, and this is what we spend a lot of it doing.
Okay, roughly, so Bruce, you start bidding. I'll bet $5.
Okay, this is the card school, never changes. Gats, Bullet, AJ, myself, G-Dub, Botsy, and Bruiser. Sometimes we have open days, but not very often.
Hit and run.
Sometimes Stevie hits and runs. We and Fitzy every now and again when we're playing euchre. We always play with New Zealand dollars normally, but now we've decided that £1 is worth 2 New Zealand dollars.
Are you enjoying this bus ride? Yeah, this is a great bus ride. We're 2 minutes into it and we've got 6 hours to go. I'm really looking forward to it.
Hey, the guys have been talking about you a bit, eh? Huh? The guys have been talking about you a bit, eh? What do you mean? Oh, just a few of the comments from the back seat, mate. What am I out? Am I out for the back seats? Yeah, yeah. They think you're trying to buck the system, eh? Oh, do they? Yeah. Oh, not my collared shirt and that. No collared shirt. Who are your co-dress? Where'd you get that jersey from? Is that an issue? No, but the call today was casual, mate. So I decided, right, I'm going to show my clothing flair. So you turned up at lunchtime with only one out of the 34 with no bloody collared shirt on.
You couldn't beat that dummy, could you?
I bet, JK.
No, I'll get my coat out.
Herbie?
Yeah, man.
You alright?
Yeah.
You don't sleep, mate?
No.
Hey?
No, I never sleep.
A bit tired, eh?
No, fine.
Hey?
Fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did
For a
you
while.
sneak out night before the game?
No.
Or who stuck that sign up there? Did you stick that up there?
What sign?
You know the one.
Oh, that one?
The one beside
My
the
name on it?
scoreboard. Yeah,
That could have been Herbie Purvis, though.
Herbie Purvis?
It could have been Herbie Purvis.
There's only one Herbie I know, mate.
Well, Herbie Purvis.
Eh?
Yeah, it might have been, it could have been, you know.
You snuck out and stuck it up, didn't you?
No, I never. I've got to be honest with you.
Hey?
I might have paid someone, but I never.
And just the week before the test, you get really toey.
You'd be a bit on edge about getting...
No, if I get on edge, I normally shoot away and see Gats.
Oh, yeah?
No, where Sumo, he's good for a punch in the
You'd be
ribs.
happy to make the test side, eh?
Yep.
Hey? It's
I want to keep it.
Yeah, it's right. It's got a bit of competition, eh? Yeah, it's eh?
Yeah.
Pulled off an awesome tackle yesterday.
Yeah, awesome, yeah.
They're actually been quite...
Hold on. No. No.
Yeah.
Chief Cook's pretty good at his job. Picking up.
The All Black forwards seem to be going pretty well leading into the Irish test. But not looking well is Joe Stanley. If he hasn't had enough with those chest problems of his, he's gone and ricked his neck. I don't think we want to go into the test without him. But those not in the test team, sample a little local milk at the Bailey's factory.
Right, so if I was working here, I'd, lunchtime break, I'd probably knock the top of a couple.
Dumbo. You guys know?
Who went to jail for fraud after supplying Prince Philip and Harold Wilson with raincoats? Lord Kagan.
I was just about to say that myself, actually. The night before the test, Trivial Pursuit is brought in to help kill a little time.
2001 B.
Monday.
Correct. That's a good question, Jay. Stop looking at the questions, Foxy.
You got my abs?
Icky. An old tradition is having your photo taken before the game. Not really for me. It's a bit of a worry. The refs in their photo.
Shelford taking the New Zealand team across the halfway line to form up to the haka, and as usual, it'll be interesting to see the reaction of the opposition team. It looks like they're going to line up very close to the All Blacks for the haka. Hey, two leaders today, Wayne Shelford and Steve McDowell. They're going to double the leadership. Now look at Shelford at the end of the haka. He makes progress towards the opposition.
I think it was a great reaction by the Irish side to come forward and actually receive that challenge. And I suppose that the closest any team has actually come to us. And our guys took the challenge up as well, and they actually moved closer and closer. And they got right in there, and some of them didn't even really jump straight up and down. They jumped forward and tried to go right into the opposition, which was good.
Fox kicks out in an electric atmosphere at Lansdowne Road in Dublin. The New Zealand team bids for 19 international wins in a row. Number 4 was Donald Lenihan, veteran lock forward. Today's referee from Australia is Sandy McNeil. And already Richard Lowe having a look. Somebody is on the deck. Somebody is on the deck. It's Wayne Shelford who took the ball and backed in to the Irish players as they kicked through there. A stormy beginning. Basham.
The Irish come out steaming.
Schuster left out. Gallagher left out Terry Wright. Oh, Gallagher! And that is the most brilliant try of the tour. Scored by the man the Irish are claiming. But that was a true All Black try.
We thought we'd try the double miss because the previous few weeks in Ireland, they've made no secret of the fact that they wanted to stop the attacking fullback coming in. Well, Joe gave a lovely pass to Terry. Terry drew the fullback and popped up lovely for me, and dotted it down.
In the second half, the try didn't so close to breaking away. Close, but not close enough. Things are pretty normal at this stage. Kipper coming into the back line, although copping a bit of a late charge. Posty tries to score in the corner, but unfortunately just misses out. And all for nothing.
And look at this from Hooks. Hooks took a terrible blow there, but he did it for his country, didn't he? He stopped the try being scored. And I don't know whether Hooks knows exactly where he is at the moment. The touch judge on the near side, Jim Fleming, still has his flag up. Play goes on. Now what will happen if New Zealand score a try here, as they may very well do as the home clears. Here at last is Jim Fleming with his flag up, and he's kept it up for the last 3 minutes. This whole piece of play they've played with the touch judge's flag up. Fox running wide. And Fox has scored a try, and the touch judge's flag is still up.
Exactly. What a lovely run by Fox. I bet he couldn't believe it.
Fox, who scores all the kicks all over the world, has scored a try. Referee McNeil looks confused. The crowd is booing. The only man, I think, on the field who doesn't know that this flag is up is Sandy McNeil. The ball boy is going to cross to tell the referee. The ball boy in the green tracksuit has gone across and said, "Sir, the man's got his flag up."
I saw the touch judge's flag up, and then I saw that New Zealand were scoring a try.
And when they scored the try, I said to the touch judge, you know, this shouldn't happen. Why don't you go on and tell him that you want him? And touch judge said, no, I can't do that. But one of the people in the crowd said to me, go on yourself and go over to him and tell him.
Now what the heck will they do to sort this out?
Wonder what the heck they're talking about. Sean apparently stepped over the line when he was throwing the ball in. Take a look at the slow-mo. I don't think Foxy's going to be too happy.
Oh, he's done it! It's disallowed! Sensational! Grant Fox, who's never scored a try in a test match before, has had it ruled out of the record book. If I was Willie Anderson, I'd hold my cool here.
Well, I feel very sorry for Grant Fox because that was a beautiful run. He'd put that into his video library and he'd have it there forever. Those young kids of his would relish watching it.
There just seemed to be a bit of room on the blind side, so I mean, we just scooted round there, and some linesmen decided on the other side of the field to interfere. But you know, c'est la vie, that's the way it goes.
It seems we're never going to.
Basham away to Fox. Schuster to Gallagher. Terry Wright. Terry Wright scores. This has been a remarkable game of rugby. One that we'll remember for the marvellous try scored by John Gallagher, but also one we'll remember for the tremendous commitment of both teams, including the team that's behind on points at the moment, the Irish. That's Brewer, and that's Shelford, and that's a try for the All Black captain, and how appropriate. Fox converts. It's 23 points to 6. The game is over. Right in the last minute of the last test match of the decade. One of the most powerful figures of the decade, Wayne Shelford, scores a try to end a remarkable game. The sequence of victories is out to a record number 19. And the 80s finish with the All Blacks tested to their limit, but as they've done since 1986, coming through triumphant.
Of course, crossing the border to Northern Ireland is no place to fool around. Joe Stanley's been away from home too long. He simply had to satisfy his urge to drive, leaving the rest of us walking and hopping in his wake. By the way, that's Huey, the bus driver, in the suit. It's pretty obvious that things in Northern Ireland were a little different to what we're used to. For me, Belfast was time to say goodbye to one of the longest serving members of my Tiki tours. AJ Wetton ready to go back into action for the match against Ulster after keeping the physio busy for most of the tour.
I made it through training. I'll be there. Hammy's good.
He's had a slow start, which one might expect him to. He's obviously pacing himself a wee bit, having been out for so long.
Little. Timu has left it behind. Carried on by Schuler. Big burst by Schuler. That's the goal line. That was Wetton. And this is Zinzan Brook, and that's a fine try for Zinzan Brook, and that's kept the most aggressive game for Zinzan Brook tonight. Desperately like to score a try, the first team to score a try since Leinster. The ball's been left behind. Here's Blair, here's Irwin, and Irwin threw the ball away. And it's on here, Timu and Irwin, and I think the referee stopped one in here. Oh, dear me. And Matthew Ridge came in and sorted it out, and that was a bit unnecessarily. But I think the referee might have stopped one in there. Well, I'd like to say this. Dave Irwin has shown an unfortunate attitude for the 2 games he's played against the All Blacks. He was stopped there, and in his disappointment when he passed the ball to the touchline, I think he let fly, and he started, and he's the Ulster captain.
The big Ulster 21-3. Of course, one little fight couldn't spoil our time on Ireland. The people in particular were great. Once a match is over, a few quiet beers and there's no worries. It's always a pleasure to tour Ireland, but it's time to move on to London.
Get off there, boys. Follow me.
This is the London Underground, a great way to travel if you know where you're going. This lot seldom do.
Guys, you don't know anything. Yeah, we were you were the one that stuffed it up when we did get off at St James's. That was you. Yeah, this one's just going to be the
London, of course, is full of interesting sights and many miracles of modern engineering.
London! Here we are!
It's been a long tour, but the team is determined to end it in style. No good coming this far without winning the last game.
One thing about this team here, it's a big family. And, you know, like you're all like brothers, and that's what it's all about. And it makes you stronger, and it makes you want to perform. Because we're all here, we've all got the same disadvantages. You know, we're away from our families, our girlfriends, our fiancés, our children, and we all want to go back home being successful. And I think as a captain, I think the team has been absolutely fantastic. And again, I think there's a number of guys in the side that could captain the side quite easily. And as a captain, I find this team is very, very easy to captain. And you know, I'd go anywhere with this team. They're a great team, and some good young guys in the team. And I think this tour brought out a lot of them, and it's going to be a blessing in disguise for the future for New Zealand rugby.
Basham on the blind side looking for Innes. Innes straight through. So simple, yet so effective.
Buck's been in awesome form on this tour, always leading from the front. But he went into this match with his neck not quite right. And it doesn't help when people keep jumping on it.
Neck again. Just look. Just look. Where is it? Just central?
Same place.
Nothing down your arms?
No.
No numbness and tingling up the side of your face?
Just get off it. Get off it.
A little bit of ice and water on it?
No. No.
Right. All right, Buck.
You right, mate?
Hey, mate.
Hey.
Good job. Fuck you, Frida. You all right, mate?
He didn't want to go, but Buck knew for his sake as well as the team, he had to come off. And it certainly helps having someone like Zinni on the reserve bench.
Away goes Basham. Little up to Zinzanbrook, and yes, Zinzanbrook.
Oh, great try.
What a wonderful try.
Great stuff.
Let's have another look at it. It's all over. The All Blacks are unbeaten on their tour of Canada, Wales, Ireland, and here at Twickenham today. 14 matches unbeaten, and they've beaten the Barbarians 3 tries to 1 by 21 points to 10 in a marvellous game of rugby.
But it's been successful and enjoyable, and because it's always good to win.
It must be always very frustrating being a coach, you know, and obviously knowing the way your team should play, and just worrying in the seat, in the stand the whole time, and there's nothing you can do yourself. It must be very frustrating.
Well, there's not much you can do, and especially as you say, you know, when you want your team to do one thing and you get jokers like yourselves go out there and do something different, well, Yeah, I can do. But
Well, Walt, we've been away 7.5 weeks. One of the young guys have come on the tour. Have you had a good time, enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this tour. Great experience, especially playing with the older guys like yourself and Shelford and Witten. Yeah, the tour's been really good.
And what about out there today? It looked like a really good, looked fast in the first half.
I
was tied in the stand, but must have been enjoyable to play in, Twickenham and...
It's a great game, great atmosphere. Well, I really enjoyed it because running game, and I really like the running game.
And on to Mr. Schuster.
I've only really got one question for you, Mr. Wiley, and it's whatever made you think that I was a potential centre towards the end of this tour?
well, I thought we'd have to give it a go sometime because I'd heard, you know, John's been saying how you'd like to play at centre because you want to show your pace, but it looks as though that could have been a bit of a failure.
Thank you.
I'm still a bit, still a wee bit, you know, tingly around the eyeballs. Yeah. But that's just part of it, I think, and I think that happens because we're such a close team. I think that's the reason for that. Emotions really get at me on a day such as this, and especially at the end of the day when you haven't got time to worry about the emotions and emotional side of life, and all of a sudden it all finishes with you look at the scoreboard and you've got the points on and another victory to the All Blacks, and you know, that's just where you can just think, whew, thank goodness for that.
See you later, brother. Yeah.
Right. Have a look under your door. All right, Ronnie. See you, mate. See you, pal. Yeah. Have a good season.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What do you say at the end of a tour when the team splits after 8 weeks? I guess we experienced the good, the bad, and the rugby.
Too much. Let's go to
I am in charge of security here, and you do not get that.
Yes, I'm unreliable. Rainbows I'm inclined to pursue. Call me irresponsible.
Hold on, mate. Hold on.